As was reported, we made a move last night on the coordinator spot with Chip, and we talked it through, and this was a decision that we made for the organization that we had to do. At this time, Greg Olson is working to put together this game plan, and we're getting going. He's going to be the play caller, and we haven't finalized the workings of anything past that at this point, but our guys are game planning and getting after it right now.
Pete, so also is the play call for this game in particular, it's not decided how it'll look for the rest of the season?
No, what I said, no, Greg's going to take over the play calling. And, he's got years of experience. He's been a coordinator for 13 years in the league, and we've been together before. He knows me inside and out, and I think it's a really fortunate opportunity that we have a guy that has that much background to step into this role.
What would you say the fundamental differences have been for why it got to this point and why you felt the need to fire somebody at this point?
Yeah, I hate that we had to do this at this time. This is just uncharted waters, basically. But we've worked for a long time trying to come together and communicate and trying to get so it fits the style of play that we want to play with, and we didn't quite get it done, and I could feel it coming that and I was working at it, and Chip was working at it, and he's been a phenomenal coach, and his past is extraordinary of all of the things he's accomplished. But at this time, I just felt like we needed to take the next step, and we were kind of staying the same, and so it wasn't good enough for our fans and for our guys, and so that's why we made the move.
The usage of the offensive line to change?
Well, we got the guys we got, and so we're going to continue to have our guys battle to show what they can do and how their play time and what they earn, during the week. But more so, it's trying to get everybody connected with really the approach and the philosophy that really I've stood for a long time, and so we gave our guys a lot of leeway because of the respect that we have for the coaches, but it just hasn't quite gotten right, and I think we can do better.
How difficult was it to get a true evaluation of the offense with the struggles of the offensive line?
Well, it's hard, and then we just played a great defense, and they showed their second-ranked defense in the league or whatever they are. Fantastic group up front, and they couldn't have made it harder than they did. We had plans, and we executed the plans to try to stop the big dog on one side, and the other guys got hot, and so it became a kind of steamroller, and so. We got the guys we got, so we got to make them the best we can possibly make them. We got to take advantage of their strengths and maximize our attempt to get rid of the weaknesses, so I think I said that wrong. I think really minimize the weaknesses, and so that's what we're after. And the communications for us on our staff and with Ole and myself and the other coaches will be really clear because we do have background, and so we should move ahead quickly.
What do you think are some things that Greg Olson adds to the team that Chip might have had some problems implementing to the offense?
Long-time NFL coach, long-time play caller, 13 years, plus connecting him with the philosophy that from where we work together, he's deep into what I'm looking for, and he understands it, and I just help you a little bit. I don't want to try to help the Chargers any, but we need to run the ball better, and we need to have the running game available to us. I think I probably mentioned that last week. When you need it, short yardage, red zone, goal line, fourth quarter, all of those times that have historically been when you need to call on it, and then you have to orchestrate your game so that it fits that, and that's why the play passes are so important, and the actions are so important, and keeping the quarterback clean, and minimizing the distances on third down. All of those things are all fit together. So I've been doing it this way for a lot of years, and it's a winning formula for if you play good defense and you kick the ball well. And so we're trying to get that, and we just have not captured it. And so this is what this move is about. We gave him I gave Chip a lot of leeway because he's got an extraordinary background in history, and he had such a phenomenal season coming out of Ohio State last year that we wanted to, give him his due and all that. But as we continued to grow and come together, we just couldn't get there. So I wish them the very best, and I like them, and we got along great, and all that. But we had to make a tough call.
With respect that you don't want to give anything to the Chargers, and I understand that, but is there some things that Gino's done in his past, Pete, that he's had success with you'd like to see this
Yes.
team utilize more?
Yes. Yes.
You never fired a coordinator in your 14 years in season in Seattle. You've had to fire 2 in the last 3 weeks. What benefit are you looking to get out of doing that now in season rather than waiting until the end of the season?
Yeah, I just thought it was too painful where we were, and the play has not been good enough. And I'm really surprised as well, that this has happened. But I think it's our players deserve it, and our fans deserve that we give them our best shot, and that's what competing's all about, And so it falls in line philosophically. It's just a very difficult time to have to do this, and unfortunately this would not have happened. But we're 2-9, So unfortunately that's where we are.
Do you feel like this change at offensive coordinator maybe changes a little bit of what Brennan's doing with the offensive line, and maybe kind of opens him up to some different things, a way of doing things?
The effort moving forward is to minimize the exposure, and that calls on the rest of your game. If you take a look at how we've protected on our play passes, it's a big difference between how we protect in the drop back game, and so hopefully we can clean that up and make that mix better and be more efficient. JPJ's, he's just getting started, and he's hobbling around in the cast. Colton is working, and he's on the field getting going, and so it's not as day to day, it's more week to week, but he's working his way back, and so we have hopes that he'll have a chance to get back.
With these changes, do you foresee any of the young guys getting any more playing time? And if so, what do you believe they really
If they can
need to
earn their way,
get?
if they can earn their way in practice, and as we prepare, they're certainly going to get the look to show that they're worthy of getting out there.
Coach, how united do you feel like the team is at this point, despite the obstacles that you guys have faced this year?
Well, fortunately, we have a number of guys in our team that are the leaders that are obvious, and if you could have heard Max in the locker room yesterday, you would think that these guys are tight and connected and on the same page. And so I'm proud to be able to say that he's a captain on this club, and he and Gino have to speak for us and when they get their chances. But they're not the only ones, and so we're going to fight for every bit that we can for this week, and to get a great week together in practice and bring it to the field in LA and play a really good football game. Try to get the win we've been looking for. It's just been hard coming.
Is he getting a little bit closer? Do you feel like he's getting closer? Or?
Yeah. Every day that they gain, the experience and the efforts and what it takes and all that, they're learning, and with really high hopes, But we're just putting the best guys out there that are ready to play.
Pete, right here.
Yes.
Aston Genty, like how's his ankle? How's Aston Genty's ankle?
Yeah, it was not a severe injury. He tweaked it and all that. I thought matter of fact, he bring his name up. I thought he was so tough last night. I thought he played physically as hard and tough as he has at any point. And I thought there's a number of plays. There's 7, 8, 9 plays in the game when he demonstrated that. And I thought he played really well. And he bounced back and went back in the game too. So he's got a great attitude about it.
And you don't think that the tweak in the ankle, you don't think that would limit him in practice this week?
I haven't heard that it would yet. It sounds like there's a chance that he'd be okay. That's all I know. That's not real deeply studied and all that, but that's all I know right now.